Illegal immigration is praised, supported, and welcomed by those corrupt political leaders who directly benefit from it. Coming up. Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana has ultimately spoke out against the influx of illegal immigrants in this country, questioning the affordability of the metros continuing to render free services to undocumented foreign nationals. And my question is, why now, Enoch? Why now? How long have we been crying and complaining and kicking and screaming about the influx of illegal immigrants in this country? Anyway, listen to this.
Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana has raised concerns over the impact of migration on the country's strained resources. And speaking at a Metro Trading Services Reform Summit, Godongwana revealed that 51 out of every 100 migrants, whether legal or illegal, actually settle here in Gauteng. He further stressed that illegal immigration must be addressed urgently, citing population growth pressures and a declining economy since 2014. And with limited national resources, the minister called for decisive action to manage migration and also safeguard economic stability.
We should not be saying people who are urging, some of them are urging from a xenophobia. We're not urging from a, people must come to our country legally. People must come to our country legally. The ones that are sitting here illegally in the country, surely we should be sending them home. We should be sending, our resources are limited. We've had an economy which has been declining since 2014, and per capita has also been declining. When I say per capita, I mean one person for South Africans, I don't including others. Our rand is declining compared to what we've had. Now we've got others, we're claiming in the same rand. That thing should be discussed objectively. As I'm about to read what says, or urbanization. Added to this dilemma of these people, there's massive internal urbanization, which I'm talking to the issues you're referring to. You've all got all the squatter camps, and people going to squatter camp. They become first in the queue, and there's somebody who have been in a backyard for years. Because they put themselves in front of the TV, they get services ahead of others. I think as political parties we need to discuss the culture. And two things we need to discuss as political parties. How are services going to be rendered if there's not going to be revenue raising? Municipalities can't raise levies. National government can't raise taxes. How are we going to serve this service of a growing population? That discussion needs attention.
Yeah, I find that shocking coming from an ANC cadre who has been quiet all along. And let alone that he's a finance minister. He understands the budget very well. Now he's speaking. The question is, why now? Now that the illegal immigrants have penetrated our work areas, our corporates, even the government institutions, including Chapter 9 institutions, illegal immigrants are all the way to the top. Now he speaks, or should I say, now that our economy is on its knees as we speak, having illegal immigrants benefiting from the grant that belongs to South Africans, benefiting from RDP houses that rightfully belong to South Africans. They even have access to our SASSA grant. It just couldn't get worse than that. Our finance minister is talking. Why now, Enoch? Why now?
You had to allow or let things get to a stage whereby even the finance minister say, I love abantu kumele bahambe because our finances are strained. This thing we've been saying it since COVID. Element of fact, the people that started with this chorus, with this song that we've been singing, Nati sa joina kulele kulo, sa joina, operation tutula, when it was not favorable to do so during COVID. Operation tutula bafowethu. I siyabonga because you were the leading voice then when some of us thought to go to my vigilante. Well, I never thought to go to my vigilante. When I say some of us, I'm just generalizing. Even Minister of Finance Godongwana is complaining now, singing the tune. But surely, if you are in the country and you don't have papers, you're illegal, they must be deported. I mean, that's common sense. That is common sense.
Here's an example. The entire children, your nephews and nieces of all your siblings, every single one of them, your cousins' children, your brother and sister's children, all of them has access to your house. Everyone has access to your house. Now you have a monthly budget in your household. If all your brothers and sisters' children and your cousins' children comes to your house to visit, you'll be okay the first day. You'll be okay the second day. But if they decide now they're going to stay without your permission, without you considering whether you are able to see to everybody, and they just stay, are you going to allow that? Maybe it's not superior logic, as some people has, but even inferior logic will tell you, you must be crazy to then say to your children, sleep outside, because your uncle's children and my cousin's children must sleep inside and you must go sleep outside. And when you start feeling the pressure now of having to see to all of these children that you love, when you tell them it's time to go home, it's time to go back to your parents, it's time to go back to your homes, does that mean you hate them? Or are you just applying basic logic?
Let alone that these illegal immigrants, when they come here, they have such a sense of entitlement. Even their leaders from the country of their origins, their leaders talk nonsense like this.
Why did you arrest illegal South Africans?
Zimbabwe enforces its laws. We are not a banana republic.
Anjo ngilitshelile ukuthi ngilayo i-ID book. La i-ID book ibhaliwe South African Republic of South Africa. Ibhaliwe and ngizwile ukuthi lina lifuna ukuthi siye home affairs siyotshintsha lokho ID book. Angeke never mina ngiyotshintsha le ID book yami ngoba lifuna ukungibophisa ngeplani. Lifuna ungibophisa ngeplani. Never lingibone home affairs ngiyotshintsha i-ID book ngithola i-smart card ngizosebenzisa yona le i-ID book kuze kuthi ayisebenzi owamanje isasebenza angitshintshi lutho ID book yami le ngizofalayo ngiyalitshela lifuna ukuthi ngibanjwe liyadlala lina.
Yeah. And what I hate about this is that Enoch Godongwana is just talking like this just to clear his name And that's it. So that we don't point our missiles on him. Because if he was serious about this, or if he was serious about what he's talking about right now, he wouldn't have left it till this late. He would have made sure that he rise above this, because he's the one who holds the budget. He would have rose above this, talked to the president about this, but he didn't do that. Now that the country is on its knees, he's like, not in my name, I'm speaking out. But how is that going to benefit South Africans if you will just end up talking about this but not doing anything about it? That's what irritates me. Imagine if Fikile Mbalula, Panyaza Lesufi, and now Enoch Godongwana, and even Colin Malachi, if all these guys, 4 of them, could come together and ask for a meeting and ask to meet the president and put the president under pressure to close the borders and to deal decisively with illegal immigrants within the country, I guess that would have been a step forward. But these 4 are just talking. Of course, nothing is going to materialize about them just talking. If he at least ended up his speech by saying, I'm going to rise above this and I'm going to talk to president about this, something definitely should be done and give us timeline. No, he is not doing that. He just clears his name so that we will be like, no, Enoch Godongwana also did speak about it, but speaking about it is not equivalent to solving it or doing something about it. He just talks, just like Fikile Mbalula, just like Panyaza Lesufi, just talks. What do you think? Let me hear your comment below, and of course, if you are coming for the first time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.